If you're like me, you're thinking, holy crap, this hobby's expensive. Well, it is. It's a hobby. Hobbies are expensive. But there's ways that we could save some money, I promise. And this is something that I'm trying to do more of. So I wrote it down and I figured, hey, there's probably somebody else out there like, what the heck? What do I do now, huh? Everything's going up in price. Gas prices are through the roof. Interest rates are on the rise. Groceries, cheese, meat, eggs. Oh, the hysteria of prices going up, and everything is. Shave gear too. My name's Greg Tardif. This is Shaving with Greg Tardif. I appreciate you watching so far. There's a few different categories that I come up with for this. First, you're brand new to wet shaving. If you're brand new to wet shaving and you're just like, I don't know which razor to get, I don't know what soap to get, I don't know what brush to get, I don't know what aftershave to get. Well, the good news is if you've been shaving previously, you might have some aftershave, to which I would say just use that till it's depleted. When it comes to the razor, you don't have to break the bank on these things. There's cheap razors that'll get you started and give you a quality shave. One, I covered in a video that I'll put a link to here somewhere, either on this side or that side, about like the cheapest shaves you can get at the razor company. And this one's a twist to open, which means it's easy to load and unload, and it's about $6. And this will probably last you a good long while. I have one that I spent about $15 on when I first started wet shaving. That still works, still shaves, does a good job. It's just not like, oh, it's one of those razors. It's one of those razors. And then when it comes to the soaps and stuff like that and the brushes, you could follow along in that video and pick up those items, or just use your canned goop until that's used up. No sense in wasting money if you already have the stuff, if that makes sense, because you can still get pretty decent shave that way. And then the second category is people that are just getting into the group kind of like mentality, the community of wet shaving. Make friends, talk to people, comment on their posts, tell them wow, that's a really nice soap. I think that would smell good on my face, you know? Just tick-tock, tick-tock, tick-tock. And you can make these friends in various different places. Number one for me has been the Facebook groups, okay? There's a ton of wet shaving Facebook groups, and I'll put a few links to those in the descriptions there with different varying degrees of people, but you'll see a lot of the same people on a lot of the groups too. They just have fun meeting and joining the community and being part of the community, and they are gems. But Facebook groups do have giveaways. That's pretty cool. Sometimes they have giveaways. Figure out a way to enter those and you might end up with some free stuff. Instagram. There's some pages that do Instagram lives catered around wet shaving. A few off the top of my head that I frequent, bbs.live and the Canadian Mafia Show. Those are pretty cool. There's a way to enter. Usually you have to be present to win, but the good news is it's entertaining and you'll probably learn something too. But yeah, the Instagram live giveaways, but even just communicating and making friends there, because there's another way that we can save some money with those friends that you've just made. Pass around razors, okay? In those Facebook groups, some people might have a razor that they don't mind sending out to somebody to try out. That's why it's important to make friends with them so you can trust them and they can trust you. And I'm gonna send them my $70 razor. I hope I get it back someday. It's cool to try a new razor. Sometimes you buy a new razor and it just doesn't kind of work for your face. And that brings up another good point. There's Facebook groups dedicated to buying and selling and trading used shave gear, okay? So that's kind of cool. So you can get in on that and maybe save a few dollars. If you really, 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 really want to buy a new razor, buy a pre-owned razor. That's pretty cool. With those friends, let's say they bought the latest and greatest drop, right? And you missed it. Shit. Bah! I'm really mad now. I missed the drop. Bah! Well, guess what? You might have soaps that they have not tried. And there's a link to these sample soap containers that you can buy on Amazon. It's like $6 for 50 of them. You just kind of put together a little sample care kit, maybe type up a little legend or a key for what soap is which one, and then you guys just trade soaps. It won't be as expensive as buying the soap, and you get to try more soaps with that too, because if you send 5, they send 5. Now you have 5 more soaps that you hadn't tried before, and it'll probably help you make purchasing decisions down the road when you finally kill that first soap. All right, and just be pickier, you know, you just be pickier or budget. Again, if you miss a drop, you can be kind of mad, but if you think about it, you just save some money that way. But if you're pickier and say, well, I'm just gonna wait and see, maybe I'll kill off a few soaps before I buy something new, you can do that. There's no rules here. Budget out for what you want to spend per month on wet shaving. If you buy stuff monthly or weekly or daily, just make it work for you. These things are expensive or can be expensive compared to other things, but here's the thing, it's a hobby. It's supposed to cost more money. It's supposed to. It's a luxury. None of us need 50 soaps, but a lot of us have 50 plus soaps. This guy. None of us need 37 different safety razors or 37 and plus safety razors. I have safety razors I haven't used in a year, and that makes me sick. Those are some ways that you can save money with wet shaving. And if you ever need any recommendations or have any questions about anything, I'm here for you. And yeah, we'll go from there. We'll go from there. I don't know why I went so high, but I did it. And I will talk to you later. I appreciate you watching. Ta-ta for now. Goodbye.